Hare Krishna. Today our satsang is Bhagavad Gita Bhakti Yoga, 12th chapter, 8th shloka. Sri Krishna is saying, Mayyeva mannadhistava Mayyi buddhi niveshaya Nivasishyasi Mayyeva Ati urdhavana sanshaya. The translation for this shloka is, just fix your mind upon me, the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, and engage all your intelligence in me. Thus you will live in me always without a doubt. So Lord Sri Krishna is giving us the formula to live with Him. To live with Him, to live with Krishna is the most highest benediction, highest achievement, highest destination for anybody. Because He is the Supreme Lord, His association is also very precious. And anybody can associate with Him. Just we have to attach two things from us. One is mind, another is intelligence. So these two things are acting as a bridge between you and Krishna. And if you just keep these two things on Krishna, then you are living with Krishna. This is the highest yoga, this is the samadhi, this is the perfection, this is the renunciation, this is the bliss, this is the spirituality. When you are living with Krishna, what more is required and what more is expected? So now let us understand how it is possible to adjust our mind and intelligence on Krishna. Because our mind is already adjusted on some other things. Our mind is fixed already. Now distracting from there and getting attached here may be the most difficult things we can do. So first let us understand where our mind is attached. So our mind is attached to our selected pleasures. And the general pleasures for everybody is family, is sensual tastes, is sensual objects like hearing, seeing, touching, all these things. His mind is already fixed. And it is not only fixed, you can say it is addicted. We cannot live without that things now. Nowadays, recent development has come, that is cell phone. So anybody who can live without cell phone for a day, I think is on the path of renunciation. Because the phone has become a constant companion and most nearest object than anybody, even the family relations. So this type of attachments, the mind has already been addicted. Some are addicted to some kinds of entertainments, some kinds of relations, Anyhow, mind has its own source of enjoyment even before Krishna enters in our life. Now, with the grace of Krishna, we come to the point that our mind and intelligence should be given to Krishna, and Krishna do not want anything else from us. So, how to do that? So the mind now values the other things very much. It has created values in them. Some have created value in the passions, bodily relations, in achievements, in designations, in positions. So these values have been created because of their importance in your life. But when the knowledge comes to you that these values you have created are useless, unattached to you, unrequired to you, and not only that, they are harmful to you. This is important. Okay, they are not harming you, it's okay, but they are harming you because they are depriving you from your own constitutional enjoyment of spiritualism. So once if you get this knowledge, number one, that the things you have addicted values are useless, not pertaining to you, unwanted, and unrealistic also. Number one, then the mind will distract from that. Mind will repulse. Another thing, now the impressions of the mind which are become material because of this association you have made till now with your intimate things and relations has to be countered by spiritual impressions. So how to gather that? By knowing more and more about Krishna, by gathering more impressions of Krishna and understanding Krishna, how great He is, how dearest to you, how He is real beneficiary to you, then this mind automatically start resting on Krishna. And Krishna's glories are such extraordinary, exciting, and very dear to the mind. So immediately it gets attracted. These pastimes are very attractive. So if you constantly hear the glories of Krishna through Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, even glories of Rama in Ramayana, then slowly your material impressions will get eradicated and mind will automatically, without any extraneous efforts. See, if you get attracted to sense objects, the mind automatically goes there. You did not made any efforts for it because it created value in them. It has become dear to it. So when the Krishna becomes dear to you, automatically mind will run after Krishna. This is the way. So number one, you have to devaluate the material things because of that their true nature is useless. They are harmful instead of make any benefit to you. Number one. Number two, eradicating our material impressions with the spiritual impressions of Krishna by constantly hearing about him more and more through religious scriptures like Srimad Bhagavatam, Gita, Ramayana, Lord Rama. So anything, Lord Rama, Krishna are one. So like this, if you develop your spiritualism, then it is possible that your mind and intelligence can rest on Krishna without any difficulty, without any extraneous efforts. So dear devotees, you do it. If you want to live with Krishna, if you want to live with Maya, is illusion, is material things and suffer, nobody can stop you. But if you are done with material lust, you are fed up with these false relations, false objects, unsatisfying, insignificant objects, then, and if you know the value of Krishna, value of joy, value of unending, unlimited joy, then associate with Krishna and thus fix your mind. He is not demanding much things, extra hard things from you, not eating a day, not living on water, doing very much fastings, or doing big pujas, doing yatras, doing danas, doing yagnas, all not required. Fix the mind and intelligence on Him. This what Krishna wants. This what you give Him. You do what Krishna wants. Don't make your calculations. That will not please Krishna. What Krishna wants, you do. That's all. Krishna wants bhakti from you. Krishna wants chanting from you. Krishna wants sankirtan from you. Krishna wants reading of Bhagavatam, hearing of Bhagavatam from you. That's all. Do these things, nothing complicated, and enjoy Krishna full day. No impediments between you and Krishna. And when you are living with Krishna, can anybody express the joy you will feel? No, it is impossible. He is unlimited, His joy is unlimited. Thank you and Hare Krishna.